What's up, y'all? Good Monday. Good to see y'all. Listen, y'all. If y'all don't know, this is TFG Tonight, and I'm your host, Mr. Haynes. And this is the best morning show that you can watch at night. Y'all listen, that's Devin, that's Lee, and that's Kenny.
I'm trying to be nice.
Black said we got two Americans.
Say to my brother Black, man, I think you could be a preacher. I ain't never heard somebody that use a curse word and then read a scripture right after.
So let me state for the record, I am a misogynist. You know,
Pull out the card, Doc. He's
and I'm a chauvinist as well. Anybody who knows me knows that.
That's right.
Now I can go back to minding my own business. Either that boy is Benjamin Button or somebody lying.
And listen, and that boy may be mentally 12, but he's 34.
You bad boy, you don't do it again.
I'll let Black articulate a little bit better than that.
Nope.
Okay.
Never mind.
It's good for the soul. It's like medicine, right?
Yeah, for real.
That's all I gotta say. I wish I had one of them applause buttons to, like it.
Good morning, y'all. Happy Monday.
And what a Monday it is. Hey, y'all. I sure hope y'all doing all right today, because we doing all right. Everybody's here and we ready to work for the money that pays us. I guess I'm speaking it into existence or something. Anyway, I'm just playing. All right, well, let's bring the family on, y'all. We here today. Madam and gentlemen, good to see everybody. Good to see everybody.
Good Monday evening.
Yes, sir. Good to see y'all. Hey, Carl.
Hey.
What's up, CC?
Yeah, and there he is always. Man, how that camp going?
Oh, the training camp for your Cowboys?
I'm
Is that what you talking about?
I'm asking for my friend down there. She won't.
Oh, well, they had a big injury on yesterday. One of their pass rushers, Sam Williams, he's done for the year. Torn ACL and a sprained MCL.
What?
That's a wrap. Yeah, that's a wrap. He's done.
Now he only a pass rusher because Michael Parsons ain't a defensive end now, right?
Well, he plays both. I mean, he plays the defensive end, but I think Zimmer's going to have Michael Parsons more at linebacker. But the Cowboys lost Dorrance Armstrong, one of their pass rushers, to the Commanders. He left with Dan Quinn.
That's what it was.
So he was going to get a lot more reps. So yeah, that was their second round pick from 2 years ago. So he's out for the season. Yep.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Well. Yeah, we'll let him talk a little more about that in a minute, because we got plenty to talk about. Yeah, for sure. So I will say, ladies and gentlemen, we'll pick it up like this. If we say something you like, please always feel free to send the kinds that jingle, but we love the kind that folds. And so always thank you so much. But listen, we're gonna get this thing started. We're gonna keep up with politics. There is 99 days left until we go to the polls. Those that's going. Yeah. For those that's not, you got 99 days to find out if you got a autocracy or still a democracy. One or the other. So you'll find that real soon. But Donald's out here talking, and we got some video on that joker today. And so I want y'all to look at this, and I just want to speak to the family for just a second. Y'all tell me what y'all hearing, and let's see if that fat meat greasy. So y'all take a look at this.
Again, Christians, get out and vote just this time. You won't have to do it anymore. 4 more years, you know what? It'll be fixed. It'll be fine. You won't have to vote anymore, my beautiful Christians. I love you, Christians. I'm a Christian. I love you. Get out. You got to get out and vote. In 4 years, you don't have to vote again. We'll have it fixed so good you're not going to have to vote. And again.
Now, Black. And now listen, you are resident conspiracists. Did the man just tell us that he not Christian? I ain't listening too hard, but I think the man said he ain't Christian, but maybe not. But what you hear him say, Black?
Well, I mean, I look, he's pulling out all the stops. I think he recognizes the game has changed, and he recognizes last time, he lost by the slimmest of margin. It wasn't like he got slaughtered. He's leaving no stone unturned, so he's got a bad pick in the VP. He screwed up. And with that said, it's a desperate move for whoever will listen. So for those Angelicals that are on the fence, he's reaching out to them too. So I'm not mad at the man. Hey, pull out all the stops.
Okay, Kenny, he actually is telling these people, just vote one more time and you don't have to worry about it no more.
Yeah.
I mean, how much more clear can we get that this man does not plan on leaving this office if y'all vote for him one more time? I mean, am I making that up? Or we reaching?
No, we're not reaching. You're not. You heard it perfectly clear. He basically said, if I get in this White House this time, I ain't leaving. You ain't even got to worry about voting no more, because you know what? I am going to be king. I am going to be the king of the United States of America, and this is who y'all gonna have in the White House.
Man, listen, you got to pay that baby. You keep on showing her pictures.
So nobody should be shocked. Just like Black say, this dude is pulling out all the stops because he wants to win at all costs, and he doesn't care who he runs over. He doesn't care who cares. He'll sell his own mama if he had to win this, to get back into the White House. So I don't think nobody's shocked. I think we just shocked that someone said it out loud. I think a lot of us have thought this about politics anyway, but he just actually said it out loud.
Yeah, like literally. And the sister, I just give me 45 seconds. Just hold on. Listen. I'll be honest with you. He didn't know what he was doing the first time. He clearly knows what he's going to do this time, and he knows what he need not to do to make sure that he don't get impeded. So, what you think about what he just said?
Nothing. I don't think it matters what he say. He can literally. I think his followers and the people that are going to vote for him are going to vote for him. It don't matter what he say. He could tell them, "I'm going to all y'all house at midnight, slap the shit out of y'all mama," and they still gonna clap and vote for him, and they're gonna be like, "Mama, just take a Tylenol before he get that." Like, it doesn't matter
right
what he says. They are literally going to vote for him. Like, there's it really doesn't matter, honestly. And I think people who are anti him or just that, they're anti him. I'm shocked to see, and I don't get me wrong, I don't have my head so far in the sand that I don't realize that a lot of Black people are Republicans, but I'm just shocked of how many Black people I see advocating for him, and even for him, but against Kamala. Like, all the negativity from Black people that I'm seeing toward Kamala.
Yeah,
that's what's the most shocking to me.
Yeah.
I'd almost rather you say nothing
than say anything
than say a lot of negative things about it.
I mean, Black has told us that many dumb people. I'm paraphrasing his words, but he said there's a lot of dumb people in the world. How you phrase it?
People are smart. A person is smart, but people are very stupid.
Yeah, he say a few of them, but that's a good one too. And I really feel like we just got our thumb on these dummies, and they're just stupid. Okay, I'm just telling y'all. Now, lastly, that patch is gone. I don't know what happened, but I guess the prop done roll off and the ears healed, but he done took that patch off the side of that head too now, since Joe ain't playing no more.
I was gonna get ready to say something crude, but I'm not gonna say that.
All right, well, we'll save that for my brother then. He don't know.
Yeah, I thought Black was gonna say it, but
yeah, you ain't drinking.
I'm actually drinking, and even though I'm not following this daily, I'm going to reiterate again for those who may have missed it last week. This is a litmus test. If ever there was a litmus test election, I believe this is it. And you touched on Lady D about, surprising how many Black people, we're going to learn a lot about ourselves here.
Yes.
Those that vote, women, and for people who do vote, and for people of color in particular, if you truly believe you make a difference, you will never get this opportunity again. We're going to find out a lot about what we believe and what we stand for.
You know what? I will say this too. Lady D hit on something that I think is very, very important about the vitriol that's coming at Kamala Harris by Black folks, especially Black men. I don't know if I know a lot of you guys may not be. I'm on social media a lot, and just the negative connotations I'm seeing about Kamala Harris, Black women too, but a lot of it is from Black men. And again, I think I'm like Lady D. You know, you can vote for who you want to vote for. I ain't here to tell nobody who to vote for, but I think that even if you don't like Kamala Harris, you ain't got to be all on social media just being negative, man. That's just not. I mean, to me, Black women already have it hard enough, but then you got Black men going on here just saying nasty stuff. So this definitely is going to be a litmus test on where we are as Black folks, and I agree with you on that, Black.
And listen, old folks used to say it's better to be thought of a fool than open your mouth or start them, put your fingers on them keyboards and let us know that you really are one. So I just, y'all sit this out, man. Listen, there's plenty to talk about. And listen, we're going to expose a lot of stupid people today. Unfortunately, it's just what the news was talking about this week. So I'm sorry.
One more thing before you change the subject, and I'm sorry to interrupt you. The fools have come out, right? Like in Tennessee, I saw like the Nazi folks like protesting, and it was just a lot of them, and they were throwing all these horrible racial slurs at Black people. And I just don't get how you see that, hear that, and you advocate for Trump. Like, even if you're a silent Republican, I could accept that more. I would never out loud say I'm for somebody who doesn't say anything against these people. And that's what messed him up the first time. He won't speak up. He won't say nothing. I haven't even heard him mention Miss Massey anyway. He won't. I just don't understand how we can advocate for someone who doesn't say he's anti that type of foolishness. That's my whole thing.
Yeah.
Because he'll take any vote. He don't care where it come from. Yeah. Because he understands the stakes and what's at game. You apologize later.
Yeah. Wow. And he only wanted one more time, he said. He only wanted one more time. What's up, man? Good to see you.
Hey, what friend? Up, Aaron? Hey, what up, Jay? How you doing?
How you feeling? I remember you told us you wasn't feeling well last time we talked to you. So, so tell us how you feeling today, if you don't mind, please. All right. Well, I'm gonna keep this ball rolling. I ain't gonna expose these fools yet, but I'm gonna slide in easy, then we're gonna just hit it hard in just a second. But how to vacation? Apparently there are a lot of people who are really trying their best to go on vacation, whether they're gonna get the time off or not. And listen, we definitely have an expert down here.
You got that right.
And so I just have a few questions, and y'all, she got that Amazon special cup too. So y'all just watch it throughout the show. It's gonna fill itself back up for some reason. I don't know how it happens. So, madam, what's in your opinion? How does one vacation well? Is it better to vacation to an all-exclusive resort, or should you take a cruise, or should you take your train? What would you suggest would be best as far as taking a vacation?
I think it just depends. I found one cruise line I love, and I would live on that boat if I have an opportunity to. And this is after doing Carnival, the Spirit Airlines of boats for a while, but after experiencing Virgin cruise ship, it's just wonderful, because I am someone who vacations to relax. You know how some people go on vacation to do activities and snorkel and hike, and no. Yeah. I want an environment where I don't have an agenda. I could wake up when I want, go to sleep when I want, drink till 4 if I want. Like, so in that case, but at the same time, an all-inclusive resort doesn't benefit me, because you're going to pay $2,000 to $3,000 more, and no one drinks and eats that much.
Okay. Understood.
I've done it once with like a girl group on a girl trip.
I was going to ask you about that. Okay.
I wasn't I love the trip. Don't get me wrong. But I can't eat and drink $3,000 worth of food and alcohol. And I believe the drinks are watered down because I'm a lightweight and I can drink 3 of whatever they give me and I don't feel nothing. So I don't even trust what they even give me at the resort. So
okay. She said she don't trust. So you the one to be taking it.
I get a shot of Fireball, I ain't gonna lie, and I will sip on a shot of Fireball for 2 hours. And if I can drink 2 or 3 drinks within an hour and don't feel nothing, that's fruit punch.
My goodness. My goodness. Okay. Demi says I'm blessed. Turned 47. Well, happy birthday.
Well, happy belated born day, Demi J. Happy belated born day.
Good. Okay, gentlemen. Now listen. When last time y'all went on vacation? Well, I know Black, but I don't know, you went to see family though. Do you call that vacation?
Well, it was supposed to be a vacation, and turned into something different.
Yeah, it did. Okay, Kenny, when last time you went on vacation? All right,
man. It's been years since I've actually really.
I'm headed on vacation. September 13th to the 20th. I'm going on vacation.
That's what's up.
Okay, yes, sir. So okay, I got a couple more questions then for us. Then, so what's the proper amount of time to take a suitable vacation? What do y'all think?
I think a week.
7 days.
7 days. I think.
Okay. I think it depends on where you're going.
It really does to me.
Okay.
It depends.
Okay. So what's the longest you may want to go on vacation?
2 weeks.
Wow. Have you did it 2 weeks?
I haven't.
I don't want to go that long.
But that would be an ideal situation. I know in April I'll get like I think 14-day vacation, but it's broken up.
Okay.
I'm in Puerto Rico, then on a boat, then so. But
okay. Now I'm gonna go out on a limb for the people around us. I don't think everybody pay their bills like that to be gone for 14 days. They gonna
shit. I know I don't. Yeah, I ain't gonna in front.
Some of these folk they may come back, they have eviction notice on their door.
It'd be all kind of peace slips up in the mailbox.
I think the norm is a week. A week is plenty of time, especially if you do a cruise. If you get on a cruise boat, a lot of times after a week you want off.
Yes,
I heard a buddy of mine said that. He
That's
said
true.
he wouldn't do any more 7-day cruises. He'd rather do the 4 days.
He ready to get off.
Yeah, that's what he said too.
Now I will say this: if I'm going on a ship that I've never been on before, yes, 7 days will probably be good. But if you've been on that ship before and you've gone through kind of the routine of what they're doing, you don't want to be on there that long because you've already seen everything. So Demi says 8 days, 7 nights, and a recovery day. Yes, now that is important. Got to recover from the vacation. That's for sure.
Right,
for sure.
Right.
Okay, so one more thing I got to ask: is it a vacation if you take your kids?
Hell no.
Well, there you have it.
I know I'm gonna get the truth out of y'all. Okay,
family trip. If you are responsible for anyone,
yes,
that's
family trip.
That's a family trip. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. No, I agree. I will not consider myself going on vacation.
That's a family trip
because you're working. Right. You work. Right. The kids want you to do stuff and this, and I still got a young one. And he always wants to stay in that water. I was like, man, come on, bro. Okay, that's why if I go with the kids, I got to take one of their grandparents with me because go to granny.
And so I'm like you, Lady D. At this, I think a lot of it too depends on where you are at what stage of your life you're in. When I was younger, I probably could have stayed somewhere for a month and found something to do just about every day. At this stage in my life, I'm going somewhere to do absolutely nothing. And I made that clear with my traveling companion. She can go on the beach and do everything she wants to. I'm letting her know up front.
Right.
I probably will barely leave the room. I don't give a damn about going on the beach. I can't swim. I'm going to lay up in a comfortable bed on however many thread sheets and have somebody clean up after me. And I want the room dark. Don't open the curtains, because for me, I want to do nothing.
Wow. You have a traveling companion.
She's going to do all that other stuff. I'm going to take my watch off, disconnect from my phone. I don't want to know what time it is. I want the room to stay constantly dark. I'm at that stage. Now, having said that, after about a week, no matter what, it can be the greatest place in the world. I want to be back home in my own surroundings.
Yeah. Now, I know you're an open book, but and you can tell me none of my business, but What does Lee Black need with a traveling companion?
Oh, between 10 and 3, I gotta have something to do.
Okay, all right. I was just assuming. I kind of knew, but I just wanted to make sure I was clear about what was going on around here. All right.
Boy.
Good. All right. I was asking. Okay. All right. So
10 and 3.
Yes, sir. Okay. So lastly, I'm gonna ask this question, then we'll be done with this. What the world's a staycation? Is that something?
Yeah, it is. Kind of, sort of. Yeah. It is.
Do you? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I mean, you just do you stay at your own house or do you go get a hotel up the street? Okay.
I probably will do one for my birthday because I think I get back. I think my birthday is on like a Friday or Saturday, and I get back from Japan that Monday before my birthday. And so we'll probably do a staycation for my birthday. We'll include either going to a hotel like downtown somewhere and just kind of going out to eat, hanging out, just a different environment.
Yep.
Okay. Well, listen, y'all. Devin will be starting her new show on the Travel Channels. You know?
Actually, you really should do that, Devin, Lady D. You should think about it.
I can teach you how you make your vacation pay for itself.
See,
there's a reason why vacation as much as I do. People
you need to do a travel vlog.
Think we in debt, but we're not. We make it pay for itself.
You need to do a travel vlog. You need to do that.
What just okay, Rick, can you give us one or two tips real quick? What do you mean?
For sure. Okay. We have he has, because his situation better than mine, a Hilton credit card and a Marriott card and an American credit card.
Okay.
And you pay all of your household bills, even the littlest of everything, even buying your cheeseburger or whatever. You use that credit card and you pay everything off at the end of the month, and all of the miles equal a hotel room wherever you're going. Your airline miles will equal a much cheaper flight or an upgrade to wherever you're going. I think to Japan, which I did make him upgrade me, but originally it was only going to cost me $5 to go, but I was going to be like premium, which is fine, but I need to lay down.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Wow. That's
wow. Yes. Now listen, y'all. Let me go ahead and make sure I decode that. If you live in paycheck to paycheck and you paying your bills between the months, that you can't do this. So just be careful out there. You got to first start paying all your bills. Hey, I'm just telling you.
You got to give them the hope, man. You got to give them hope.
So I'm gonna give y'all the baby step.
You just got to be responsible. You have to know at the end of the month you're paying off this credit card. Matter of fact, do an automatic payment from your bank account. Do it automatically so you don't have to think about it.
Right, so I'm trying to get them some baby steps. Y'all start paying all y'all bills on the first, and then work your way up that way. Don't start that, because then you're gonna get caught. You're gonna be, when they get them late fees, all them points go away. So, no, just teasing. Right. Yeah. So okay, so good. Get you some. Okay, that makes sense. Get you some airlines cards and some. Yeah, you're right. Get them points, and so you get it for free. Okay, good. Well, that was traveling with Devin. Thank you so much, and we'll try to come up with some more things if we can, please, by all means. So,
I really think that should be a new segment too. Traveling with Lady D. I think she could give us some tips and pointers.
Okay, well, when she wants to get on the show and she going abroad, maybe we can give her one of them segments. But you got to stay sober, because we ain't gonna stand for sin. She said she drink all day, so I don't know how
I don't start drinking till like 9 because I'm a lightweight.
Okay, well, that's right.
So that I can sip on it and stay up, because if I start earlier,
okay,
I'm in bed by 10.
Good. We'll do a show like that, and then cool, very good. Well, thank you. See, this is what we do as a family. We help each other out. So,
right,
fantastic. Right. All right, Brother Kenny, the Olympics have started, and I have enjoyed myself. I just don't like the time scheduling. That's really bad for me right now, because they sleep right now, and then they're gonna start playing at 2 a.m. and I'm like, I can't stay up with you. So I'm having to record a lot of things right now and then watch it later. So, but go on, brother, hit us with these sports that we got today.
And we talking about the Olympics. I was trying to figure out what can we really talk about in today's sports segment. I mean, it's not really much going on. The Olympics is the biggest thing that's happening. So we're gonna talk about the Team USA, men and women's basketball team. That's really what I've been focusing on. Track and field doesn't start until Thursday.
Yeah.
get the track and field going. But let's talk about both the men and women's teams. They both opened up in their group pool play. They both got big wins. They both won by 26 points. The men took out Serbia on yesterday, 110-84. And Kevin Durant, who hadn't practiced nor played in any exhibition game, came out and put a 23-piece on Serbia, and he was 8 for 9 from the field. And LeBron James looked like the LeBron James of 29. He looked 29 rather than 39. He played really, really well. He had a lot of energy. But that's not even the biggest thing that's going on about that. The biggest issue about that yesterday was Boston Celtics Jason Tatum and Indiana Pacers Tyrese Halliburton. Neither one of them played. They got a DNP. And there's been a lot of controversy about why was Derek White added to the team and Jaylen Brown wasn't, who's a Celtic, who's a super, MVP and all that.
I ain't think about that.
Yeah, so Steve Kerr's taking a lot of heat today for Jason Tatum. Some say he got benched. He didn't get benched. Let me clear that up. He didn't start. The only way you get benched is if you're a starter. So he just didn't play. He wasn't a starter.
Okay,
so I just want to get you guys' thoughts on is this a big deal because Jason Tatum and Tyrese Halliburton didn't play? In your mind, I want to start with you, Brenton. Is that a big deal?
Well, I did hear what Steve said. He kind of, like you said, he kind of fell on the bomb and was like, I'm an idiot because I didn't play him, or, I'm a genius or something. Because he's like, but ultimately he was like, because Kevin hadn't been practicing, so he was actually taking Kevin's spot in all those games that Kevin wasn't playing. But I don't know. How do you play all these superstars? I mean, you go by, it's different now. I mean, I think about 92. Robinson didn't play like that. Stockton didn't play like that. So again, it was Mike. So that's just normal. You put the best of the best out there, and really you just there if somebody kind of get hurt, kind of like that. So I think that's really what it boils down to. It's the classism. You the man. You won the championship. You thinking you should be out there, but you got told again you ain't the king, boy.
And you accepted to play on this team, so you got to accept whatever goes.
What the role is,
whatever your role may be, Brother Black. What's your thoughts? Is this a big deal, or
For me, it's much ado about nothing because you have to consider the source. Kevin Durant is probably for basketball the greatest Olympian. You can make an argument that he's the greatest Olympic basketball player that we've ever had. He's built for that game. So now if you're not playing him for someone else, but you mentioned classism. In this case, you have to consider the source. If Kevin Durant is cleared to play, this is nobody. This is Kevin Durant. There's just a handful of people that when it comes to whatever we do, it could be on whatever we do on our job, that you have to take us backseat to because they're just that good at their job, at doing what they do.
Right.
Kevin Durant may not do nothing else well. That man was born to play ball.
Yeah.
And if the doctors say he's cleared to play, he's an instant walking bucket. They have no answer for him. So even if you're the reigning champion, this is still Kevin Durant. And you'll get your moments, but I think it's much ado about nothing.
I agree. Lady D, I don't know if you keep up with the basketball Olympics. You probably keep up with the Olympics a little bit. Do you?
No, not really. I don't start to track and field. All I seen was
that's what I figured.
With the torch. So that's all. That was my highlight.
that was your highlight. Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna make your segment. This is gonna be real quick. The women played today. I actually watched the women. They played Japan. They blew them out 102-76. If you didn't know, these women, the women's U.S. team, have not lost an Olympic game since 1992. They are 56-0. They are going for their 8th consecutive gold medal, which I think they're going to win it. Asia Wilson had 24 points, 13 rebounds. Breanna Stewart had 22 points, 8 rebounds. I want to ask you this. The big controversy for this team was a lot of people thought that Caitlin Clark should have been added to this team. You know who Caitlin Clark is, right, Lady D? Okay. Yeah. Do you think that she deserved to be on this team, Caitlin Clark?
No, I think they just giving her props because she white. You know how many black people we've had that play that are excellent with basketball, but for some reason she's supposed to get some kind of special treatment or special recognition because of who she is. I think that would have been an insult to everybody else.
Yeah.
And you know what? I agree
picking
with
order.
that.
It's the same picking order.
Right, and you say that, and I don't want to speak for you, but this is no diss to Caitlin Clark basketball ability. First of all, I'm saying you're not dissing her ability. You're saying that it just ain't her time yet. Am I correct?
Correct. Like it's a popularity thing more than anything, in my opinion.
Well, I'll even go a step further, y'all. This girl just coming out of college, and remember the last time. That's why the NBA players came, because the country was beating up on the college boys, right? And so again, these are grown women that Caitlin would have been playing with, and you know what I'm saying, and she already. Again, I am looking forward to. It's going to be really flashy when those girls do get their turn, the next Olympics. You know, the Angel Reeses and all.
Right.
Yeah. So then it's going to be really. It's going to be like almost like the '92 Dream Team, because all those girls. They busted their head in the All-Star game, so I can just only imagine what they're gonna do when those girls, you know, the chick from Dallas, the one MVP, man. When those girls come, oh my goodness, man.
While I don't disagree with anything both of you said, I could make an argument that she should have gone.
Nah,
everything. I'm saying for me, I can make an argument for it. I don't disagree with nothing you said, but it's not about being fair. Fair is a place they judge picks. So in this particular instance, has she earned her spot? Absolutely not. Do we hope to see her in 4 years? But again, we're counting our chickens before they hatch. If the goal is to grow the game, and nobody can deny her level of popularity. Right. Men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie. It's undeniable the amount of eyeballs and fandom and money she is brought to women's sports. I don't even watch it. I don't give a damn about them, to be perfectly honest with you. But having said that, you could have put her on there you could make an argument that if the goal is to grow the game for the white women and white people who ordinarily would not be watching, they're going to be watching swimming and diving and this, that, and the other, that those eyeballs would have been on women's basketball, if nothing else, just for Caitlin Clark. I'm okay with her not going. Nobody did anything wrong, and their record, I didn't even know their record. That is the most impressive shit I've heard. I mean, that's a juggernaut if I ever heard one. So this argument that this went on for a few weeks with Stephen A. Smith and everything, and I understood the women's side of it. I truly do, but I understood also where Shannon Sharp and Stephen A. was coming from, that there's a dollars and cents part of it as well. And so I could have lived with it. That would it be fair? No, it wouldn't be fair. But if you're trying to grow the game, and she's going to grow the game,
but I
could live with that too.
She's not an international superstar though. She's just a superstar to white people in America. That's it.
My pushback though would go ahead.
I think,
and that's why I say, Brandon. I think in some ways you're underestimating.
Like when they put Kim and Kanye's kid in The Lion King and she sucked, like it would have been like that. Like it's just because they did it to be popular, but that girl sucked ass. And I don't mean talking about people's kids. She was horrible. So I just think it just humbled her a little bit because people are just mean. And I think they would have dog walked her on that court.
Maybe, but this is where, to me, I don't underestimate the power of being white. Okay. Being white is universal, you know. And Chris Rock told a joke one time, you know, I think he said it, you know, he said, well, the white janitor standing in the back cleaning up won't trade places with my ass and I'm rich. He said, that's how great it is being white, you know? And so whether you see, we can dissect white people all we want, folks. Serbian, Libyan, at the end of the day, they're white. They're so white that there's some of us that want to be white.
well,
talking to your ass, Serena Williams.
Whoa. Well, there you have it. Well, you know what? My family. Hey, I didn't know this segment was gonna go that way, but this was a damn good talk. I mean, I loved all the responses from my family. So yeah, Olympics is the hottest thing popping. track and field jumps off on Thursday. Sha'Carri Richardson, I think she races on Thursday. So we're definitely going to keep you up to date on that. Make sure you keep it locked to TFG Sports Media. All right, tossing it back to you, brother Brent.
Man, listen, I appreciate it, man, and let's not forget about old Coco Golf, man. She killing the game.
Yeah.
I do borrow that white privilege now for sure. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I keeps a few cards in my pocket just in case, man. Listen, yes, sir. But no, man, Coco Golf, man, she's probably gonna get her a medal. She's the youngest American or black, I don't know if it's black or whatever, but she's the youngest player since Venus to win a game in the Olympics.
Okay,
Yeah.
I hadn't.
Might
I
as
hadn't
well
really
win
been
because
thinking
the
about
monkey
that.
ass ain't doing much else. But
Oh, good Lord, there we go.
She just won. She just won a title last year. Early this year. Yeah. So, but no. So hopefully she'll get her a medal, man. That'd be really cool. So I see
love
that.
you, Coco.
We love you, Coco, and Simone Biles. Got to shout out Simone Biles. She's doing her thing
Yes.
too on a I think a calf strain. She strained her
did.
calf or something she did, but she still handled the business. So shout out to Simone Biles too.
Yeah, man. No, that right there, that chick there. Anyway. All right. Well, listen, y'all. I'm sorry to deflate the air. Well, we'll stay over there in Paris. But again, when you take dumb people to Paris, this is what you get. So God help us all. The Lord's Supper. I just want y'all to look at this, and I don't know what's wrong with people, but again, I tell y'all we exposing dummies all day today. So y'all look at this, and then let's talk through what they was talking about. Number one, that was a runway, dummies. Number two, that was the DJ. That wasn't Jesus. Number three, there was 12 people in Da Vinci's portrait. That was almost 16, 17 people there. Man, listen, what people want to see when they want to see it, they'll look at whatever they want to see and say that's what they see. I don't understand it. Again, y'all remember that time where y'all it may not have been that big, but when social media had just started getting crazy. Yeah, yes, that yes, exactly. Good to see you, Carol. When Jay-Z and Usher had this shirt on about Jesus coming off the cross, and some fools was like, they having sex with Jesus. They were carrying Jesus, dummy. What are y'all doing? It just blows my mind when people, when ignorant people insert themselves into a conversation that nothing that. And even the fact that we're arguing whether it was Greek mythology or whatever, it was a runway with a DJ and a whole bunch of drags. But y'all want to see what y'all want to see when y'all want to see it. I'll hold my comment for the last. But Kenny, I mean, what are we doing? I mean, what are we arguing about?
I be honest with you, I didn't watch the opening ceremonies. I didn't watch.
I didn't either.
So I didn't know what it was. So looking at that clip, I'll be honest with you, and maybe I'm missing something. I did not connect any of that to the Last Supper at all. Me personally, I didn't.
Yeah,
just watching it, what we just watched, I didn't get the connection to the Last Supper at all from that. It's just a bunch of people doing runway stuff, and you had some transgender and different people in their own doing their thing. So me personally, that's why I kind of stayed out of it, because I'm like, I didn't get that from watching that. Like, again, I didn't watch the original, but from watching that, I didn't get the connection. Maybe I'm missing something.
Bro, the reality is somebody took a picture and it looks like something just a whole bunch of people standing around looking a certain type of way. But again, if you're going to depict something, you got to start by making sure there is a distinct parallel.
Okay,
there was none of that.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't get that from that. I don't. Again, enlighten me. You guys enlighten me. Maybe I'm missing something. Again, I don't know everything, but I didn't get that from that.
Go ahead, sister.
I just think somebody on social media trolled everybody, and because it incites when you mix homosexuality or LGBTQ and religion. Some people lose their mind. And because it does stuff like this, it just incites people to start talking about it. Like, I just think it was a runway show with some people that were across the spectrum all kinds of ways. And I don't know if y'all ever have noticed some of those runway shows in Paris. They can get a lot more eclectic and a lot more over the top than that. That was actually kind of modest, but because nobody really is as judgy in that environment as, you know, we are in some other environments. So I didn't see anything even similar to religion, but, you know, I don't know. I guess it was the one person in the middle that happened to be in the middle with a crown on, and there's people agreeing with that.
And he don't even have a crown on his head on the picture. Okay. All right, sir. I saved you for last.
So I am the old man on the porch.
Oh, don't tell me you gonna turn into what was Dave Chappelle character?
No, I'm not gonna go that far.
Oh, okay.
But herein lies for me the problem. I love that this segment is called God Help Us All, because I saw something in it that I think went over people's heads, and therein lies the problem. When my brother from another says that he didn't connect the dots, I completely agree with you, because at first glance, the same thing. And yet the French came back all over social media and they apologized, because if it was misconstrued and taken as a representation of the front to Christianity, things like that, because it did kind of depict some elements of it, and what was offensive about it, and Grown Woman Don't Try Me said it was blasphemous. And I love that. And I agree with you in the sense that the greatest trick that the devil has ever done is making you believe he doesn't exist. And take away for a minute the fact that they turned a bridge into a runway, that it had religious overtones, and that the French knew enough about this that it would offend, that they apologized. But let's go behind that for a quick second and think about the planning that goes into an Olympic event. You know you're going to do this 4 years in advance.
Right.
There is not one single iota moment of this that was not strategically planned out. And yet, if you listen to the comments, I think that was Mike Tirico talking, where he extolled the fact that fashion and that this is the fashion capital of the world. What does it say that our fashion, our culture is being influenced by homosexuality? That it's become the norm for men to wear dresses and purses and skirts and fancy shirts, and we look the other way because that's become a non sequitur. And so to see that as an affront to Christianity, and have a running president even telling us that you only got to vote one more time, that's for me is what makes it insidious, is that it's quietly planting the seeds that it's okay. God, we're already being told God has made mistakes. There aren't two genders, folks. And God screwed up in some ways because he put some of us in the wrong bodies. But that's okay, God. We gonna fix things here, because we gonna do what we are already forgetting about the earth. We ready to travel to other planets. We don't need God. And for me, the quiet, insidious message here is that God is dead, and we're setting the tones. And so when I look at that, and I'm going to talk about this later in my part, and so it's not innocent fun. And that's a part of the problem, that when our cartoons, our TV shows, our books and everything, and Dwayne Wade on it, referring to LeBron James, his pronouns, he, him, it's become so quietly implanted in an insidious way that we don't even see it anymore. Dwayne Wade, I love you as a basketball player, but you SOB, I am a he. And you don't have to call me by my pronouns. You can look at my fat black ass and know that I am a man.
Well, again, this is why our show is so unique, because we do have different perspectives. And so I'm going to give mine. And this is what I want to say. I think it's more egregious, to your point, Black, where you have a situation and even a group of people who are not celebrating Christ as by any means. They're not even giving. There's no identifying. They're not saying, "Hey, this is what Christianity looks like now. No, this is them opening up the Paris Olympics, and whatever it looks like, it looks like. Again, it leaves it up to the imagination. But this is what I'm going to say about us in this country. We got so much to say about things, even about people that are not even trying to profess the name of Jesus. But yet and still, we keep our mouths closed. There have been 7 pastors in Texas alone that has resigned for inappropriate situations, and y'all haven't even cracked open a beer bottle.
Great point.
I mean, mouth so tight shut. I mean, you almost think you dehydrated. But y'all ain't got nothing to say about the people that's pretending to be. But we won't put our mouths on people that all of a sudden you done saw something. Well, man, come on, man. I mean, Ray Charles can see clearly what's more egregious. Just here it is, just real quickly. Who do you think was is more appalled? The Father is more appalled with people who profess to be.
Good point.
And are hypocritical and are acting a certain way that's not becoming, or the world who wants to demonstrate something because they like it, and y'all up in arms. I'll wait when we get there, and I'll ask him, what say you fools now? Because y'all keep y'all mouth shut then, but y'all got so much to say about. Listen, I'll tell you like this. Here it is. I'll be done. Paul said it like this: I'm not here to judge the world, because the world gonna do what the world gonna do. But we are here to judge those who proclaim to be Christian. That's it. So while y'all sitting up here trying to talk about people and what they want to do with the lives they choose to live, man, why don't y'all go over here to these churches that y'all keep giving y'all money to, and y'all keep sitting around these preachers and talking about good, yeah, that's what they called it, right? Moral failure. But y'all want to,
and they don't want to hear that though. They don't want to hear that.
Now listen, I pay my own bills. I got my own platform. Ain't got do what you want to do with that. But I'm just telling y'all, while y'all got this, y'all shutting your mouth on everything else, y'all leave these folk alone. They ain't bothering y'all. So now, won't y'all say something to these preachers? Okay. So that is okay. So yeah. All right. That's my spiel for today. I'm sorry. I get off my
No. Hey, I love this segment. I learned.
Yeah. What's in that cup though, Black?
Fireball, baby. You was talking about that. That's my favorite drink.
Yes, you was.
That's my favorite drink too, but I'm a little scared of it. I sip on it. I literally get a shot and I sip on a shot.
Love it.
Yeah.
Fireball had me fireballing all right, but that's right.
And you can cook with it. I was my recipe.
Yeah, I heard that.
Ribs, I use Fireball whiskey.
I heard that. Yeah,
Magnifico.
Okay,
I heard that.
All right. Well, y'all thank y'all so much for allowing me to exert my energy to these clowns. But y'all leave them folks alone. They ain't bothering y'all. Y'all worry about them other people. So, all right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are at this time now. I would normally introduce her, but I think she's going to give us, another serious conversation that we need to have. And sister, please, by all means.
Well, this time I really wish I was minding my business, because as we all know, we turned on our TV, our computers, looked into our phone, and we saw a Black woman being shot in the face by a cop for absolutely no reason. And if y'all don't know what I'm talking about Sandra Massey.
Black, you missed that? Black said he missed it. Oh, yeah.
What?
Really? There's a woman, there's a body cam footage back that has gotten out. Anyone who hasn't gotten any knowledge, there was a woman who called the police because she thought she heard a prowler outside of her home. So she called the cops, and they came to see about her. And when they came in, one of them would be a little bit of a hothead, and she was boiling some water. He told her to go get the water off the pot. She didn't even do it on her own. And when she went to move it, he just, for some reason, was like, don't throw that on me. If you throw that at me, I'm going to shoot you in your face. And she got scared. She said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. He started acting. He scared her after that point. She ducked down and he shot her in the face, killed her. for no reason. And he tried to lie and say that she threw the water on him, but she clearly did not throw the water on him. And he was just overall a hothead. And what I also will say is when I went into his background, this man has worked, I believe, I hope I'm not misspeaking, for about 6 different agencies, police agencies in the last few years. He's had 2 DWIs or DUIs that he's pleaded guilty to. And he was a military vet and was actually dishonorably discharged. Like, there's just so many red flags with this dude, you know, and his body cam footage was not on, but his partner's was. And that's how this was caught. And he was then caught after going outside saying she was an F&B and she was crazy. And he never showed any sort of remorse. So I'm gonna let you sit in that for a second, Black, and you can watch the footage, but I don't know. But Brenton, what was your initial thought when witnessing this?
Like I told y'all earlier, I don't have any new words to give to this conversation. People are more up in arms about men putting on dresses instead of men putting your mamas and your sisters and your wives in the ground. Again, I have nothing for these people, man. I'll just be honest. I'm not looking for that trouble, and I hope I never have to find it because they'll pick the wrong one here. Listen, we all going down in a blaze of glory. It's just what it's gonna be. So I feel sorry for. I mean, you had one of the other officers say, "Where was the gun?" He said, "Well, no gun. It was hot water." What? And I just don't understand, man. Why the partner? It's just okay. I feel like I'm doing this twice in a row, but I don't understand the cop that's with the dude. Like, man, you know what he's getting ready to do. Like, hey, man, she don't have a gun, bro. What you doing? Get your taser out. Why has it got to be a pistol? I mean, something. It's just okay. All right. Yeah, I have nothing else for this conversation.
Ken, this is what I want to ask you. I remember seeing 45 say that one of the things he'd like to push is immunity for cops so that they can do their job and they won't be imprisoned when something like this happens. And I have also not heard him say a word about this woman and what has happened to her. Even Biden has come out with his debated ass and commented on how horrible this was. Do you feel like his people that follow him should care? Because I don't think anyone can argue that this was nothing but murder.
I would think that his followers should care, but they don't. And they follow his lead. I mean, even Trump didn't even call the widow of the man that died protecting his family
at the rally.
At the rally, actually, Biden called her first. He didn't even call her. So
care,
we
man.
know what Trump character is. We already know that. But for this particular, and I don't expect anything less from Trump. I mean, he's a clown anyway. But my personal thing, I didn't watch this video because I'll be honest with you. I think as Black people, we need to stop watching these videos of police killing us because it's traumatic. And basically, what you're doing is you're bringing trauma to you all over and over again. I remember watching a video of Philando Castile being shot and murdered by that Minnesota police officer. I watched that video. Watching Derek Chauvin put his knee on George Floyd's neck for
Sandra Bland.
Yes, Sandra Bland. I just think, and I'm paraphrasing here, and James Baldwin said that to be Black in America is to be in a rage all the time, and I don't want to be like that. Do I think that the unfortunate thing is Trump has made it known that he's going to give police basically Wild Wild West
authority
to shoot, and they won't be held accountable. And that's the problem. That's where we are in this country. But like again, I did not watch the video of the sister Sandra Massey, because I just did not want to go through that trauma again. I've watched too many videos of us being killed by white police officers. Now, if we had a lot more videos of black officers killing white folks, you guarantee you the policing would be totally different. But we don't see that. We don't see it.
Tatiana Jefferson. I mean, man, we can spend the whole show just sitting there talking about these people, man.
Right. Yeah.
And Black, I know it sounds far-fetched, but I really haven't exaggerated anything. I mean, even as Aaron mentioned, after the fact, the partner wanted to get the medic kit, and he was like, it won't do no good. That was a headshot. She gone. And basically just let her lay there. And he was trying to imply that she was trying to throw water at him from across the room. He has been charged with murder and some other charges. Of course, he pled not guilty.
Of course, yeah.
But one of the things that I can say is when he walked out of there, none of the cops made eye contact with him. No one said anything to him. Like, no one even tried to defend his behavior. What I'm going to ask you is, do you think that we need to hold more accountability for the people who hire cops with the background of someone such as him? Like, I feel like more people need to be held accountable than, of course, he needs to be held accountable, but his background was not nice. Mm-hmm. You think the agency that hired him also should be held accountable?
Absolutely. But that's not going nowhere near far enough. Folks, we hear the expression that the buck stops here. What's the point of being the president if you have no power, you don't wield it to do anything? You brought up James Baldwin, my brother. I'm going to bring up JFK. JFK, partly what led to his assassination is his speech that basically ushered in the Civil Rights Act, where he talked about people who do nothing. See, at that time in the Civil Rights era, they were sicking dogs on us, this, that, and the other. But you know what really allowed that act to pass? Because he finally brought to the table those who said and did nothing. Mm-hmm. This is going to sound crazy. I know who 45 is.
Yes, sir.
And in many ways, I respect it. I'm never going to eat with him. He's never going to F with my black ass. And I get that. And he tells you who he is. But don't you dare sit here and tell me about a phone call from Biden, because what the hell is a phone call?
Good point.
When are you going to actually do something? What's the point of having the highest office in the land when you're not going to do anything with it? And in case anybody thinking I'm making this shit up, let somebody hurt somebody Asian. There's a multi-billion-dollar campaign that gets flashed on our TVs talking about Asian hate. There's a war happening in Israel, but don't you dare say anything about Jewish people. But for over 400 years, lynchings, killings, this, that, and the other, and we still, well, let me see and let me think, and maybe I can do, and let's talk about this, that. When the hell are you going to actually do something about it? Because everybody that sits in that seat talks the same old bullshit about gun reform, and maybe we can this, that, and the other, but you don't do anything. And my brothers and sister on here, I'm way past traumatized. I'm desensitized to the point where, to be honest with you, I could watch it and I don't give a damn about your sorries. I didn't mean to. And they didn't look him in the face. When are you going to do something? And I'm desensitized all the way to the point that while I don't think every police officer is bad, I'm going to say this point blank. When one of them meet their fate too, I don't give a damn either. It's desensitized me to the point where how the F you expect me to give a damn about you when you don't give a damn about me? At the top of this show, I said there are two Americas. And until we tear this whole damn thing down, we're going to always live in two Americas, because I don't need a slogan to tell me that Black lives don't matter. No, whoever sits in, I'm going to say it again at the top of the show. America, we have an opportunity like never before. And this is coming from somebody who don't even vote. I don't vote because I don't believe in that goddamn process. But if you truly want to make a difference, you have an opportunity for once to maybe put somebody in office that maybe would have some level. You would think if it's a woman that would have some level of sensitivity and her prosecutor background to maybe actually do something. I'm sick of lip service. What the hell are you going to do? That's what it comes down to. It. I don't want to hear I don't ring me up. Don't tell me how you went out. No. What the hell are you going to do? You can't hold up as a shining example of your 40-something years in service, but you've never made a real impact. So I tell people all the time, you want to make a difference? Damn that top office, local offices to answer your question completely, sister. Get these sons of bitches out of order who are running the police force, the state representatives. That's where you make the real impact. I don't play basketball, so I ain't gonna never get invited to the White House. Damn the White House. But right here in Georgia, the house where my taxes go to pay for, those the elections that we need to be paying attention to.
Well, it was sad. I did watch it, unfortunately, because when it first came out, there were people that were saying conflicting things, and I just kind of wanted to see. I feel bad for her. This lady she had a background in mental health. She even mentioned to them that she was taking her meds and please don't hurt me. And I just think that it was that guy. I think he came in with an agenda and he just does not value lives at all, especially lives that are Black. I'm just going to be honest with you. But I wanted to mention her because I think she deserves just to be recognized. And I think she had deserved for her name to be said. I think they push narratives like this during the political seasons. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. There's a reason that body cam and all this stuff came out. Let's be honest, because there's a lot of shootings and things like that we don't hear about, that we don't see. But I just wanted to uplift her family and anybody who just may ever see this. I just wanted to recognize Sandra Massey and what happened to her. And I hope this time justice will be served. I don't know how it won't. But anyway, I'll go back to minding my business.
No, you stay in all those people's business, please. Good Lord. Please.
Right.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Yeah. I ain't even got a joke to crack, so I ain't gonna go there. Thank you, though. I appreciate you bringing it to everybody's doorstep. So we got a lot to do, man. Gotta get busy. But anyway. All right. Let's do one of my favorite parts of the shows. Black Love series. Listen, you getting out of here next month. We gotta do another show for you, dude. So we may have to do the Black Love series next week. So I know. Oh no, you gone, right? Okay, I don't know. We'll talk about it. Okay, well, let me know so I can know. Yeah, okay, but see, listen. Okay, so Black Love series. I wanted to contrast these things. I know I put I need, I want. I want to know what you all think about when you hear a person say, I need a man, I need a woman, versus I want a man, I want a woman. What type of mindset do you have to have? What you say, Kara? Absolutely stay. Yes, that's right. Yes, she got to. We all gonna do it. What comes to mind, Kenny, when you hear a man or a woman? Is it desperation one hand and a lack of contentment on the other hand, or do they have their priorities together when you hear somebody say, I want? Again, because there's a clear difference between wanting something and needing something. Mm-hmm. And I think that thing has flipped up on its head now, because again, what is needed and wanted in a relationship, I don't know if that line has been blurred, drowned, choked to death. I don't know what it is, but Kenny, when you hear, because I got a couple more questions here, but what do you hear when you hear somebody say, I want a man, I want a woman, or I need a man, or I need a woman?
Oh, man. Because again, I think you probably just said this, wants and needs is totally two different things, because what you need is something that you really need. You need for life, for you to survive. So whatever you need, that's important. So you don't necessarily need a man or a woman to survive. Okay. But I think to make the life experience better, you want to share your life experience with a significant other.
Okay.
So I think we all want to have a significant other to spend time, share experiences with. But do you actually need them to do that? No, you don't.
Okay. Emotionally, sister, when you think about this, one sounds desperate and one sounds thirsty. I think that's what we use. So I think we've shed a little negative light on these terms, and I'm gonna go somewhere. But what do you think? I need a man. I want a man.
I think today you don't hear anybody, man or woman, say they need somebody in their life. I think we've all just kind of gotten out of that mode. I think when you're in a relationship, I've heard people say, I need this person in my life. I need you in my life. Don't leave or whatever. But I know a lot of people say they want a relationship. They want a partner. And I don't think there's any harm in that, especially when it comes to somebody like me, who I don't date well. I don't date well. And I feel like I function better in a relationship because y'all don't date well. And because men don't date well, I don't date well. So I think your ego, you got a lot of ego. And when it comes to somebody like me, because I know I seem like I talk a lot of shit, but I really just talk a lot of shit.
I believe that.
Become a challenge. I think I become a challenge to some dudes. And it's just hard sometimes, I think, to date me. And that's why a lot of men that I date, they go away. I date a lot of people. I'll cross the spectrum, raise everything. But most of them go away because most people can't date me. And I sit better in a relationship than I do dating, be honest with you.
Interesting. That's you said a lot of enlightening things. I appreciate that. Brother, is it hyperbole to make those statements?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
On its surface, we could take the low hanging fruit, and yes, do you need someone? No. But when you look at it on a microscopic level, there could be a need for a person in your life. The same way some people might need a job. They might need some organization. So for me, this becomes more nature versus nurture, because for me, if you're raised and it's poured into you that, and I know especially in Black culture, half a man is better than no man at all. And as a single man sitting here, I can't tell you how many countless times I get told you need a woman. Because for some people, there is no possible way that I can be an intelligent, articulate, functioning adult unless I have a woman in my life. And so for me, it depends on, in some ways, nature versus nurture. Now, I came from that environment where the women in my life were taught that they need a man. So regardless of what he does to you, to be completed, that's what you need.
That part.
There is a religious segment of people out there that think they have to have someone because their sole purpose in life is to procreate. And oh my God, if you don't have children, you're not complete. If you don't have a wife, you're not complete. Even in a professional sector, a lot of people take on someone because of the aesthetics of how it looks and how it presents. So I sit here now as a 56-year-old man chilling in my bathroom, happy as a pig in slop, and don't need a woman, don't want a bitch in here, except between 10 and 3.
Yeah, we got to make a T-shirt with that. We got to make
That's when I want her, and every now and then, sometimes I need her in here because I have a need that needs to be fulfilled. In that moment.
We got to make a T-shirt of that.
That's funny. I like that. For me, in this moment, I really believe that this is a puzzle, and a relationship in itself is, to Devin's point, she really put her puzzle piece together because she understood what the problem was in the situation. You don't date well. And so, of course, you put the pieces together, and then you saw the bigger picture. I need to just settle down. And I think that's what's most important when we talk about these things. All we're trying to do when we have these conversations is we're just trying to put puzzle pieces together so people can start seeing bigger pictures, right? Because some folks need help, right? I mean, just go rewind the show back and you can see how stupid people are. And some people just need help, right? You can't tell a dinner table from a walkway. Okay, anyway, okay. Let me get back on the show.
I'm sorry.
No, we laughing at
I'm
we laughing
laughing
at Aaron.
at
We
Aaron's
laughing at Aaron
comment.
comment.
What did he say? My
I was like you big instead of big red, you big black.
Yeah, big black.
See, I need black in my space so I can get him one of them signs so he can turn it on outside of his door at 10 o'clock, an open sign, and then close it.
We got to get a T-shirt made with that on it, black. My hours are 10 to 3.
Well, y'all at least y'all know what y'all can get it for Christmas this year. So
right, that's true. That
that's
true.
it. There you go.
Yeah,
so be prepared, brother. You got things coming through Amazon.
I'll take it.
Yeah. So to be honest, when you understand what you want, then you'll know what you need to get it.
That's true.
Very good point.
Very profound.
Very good point.
That's the truth. And but the problem is to what you just said earlier, Black. Y'all start with the need, and it's pseudo. It's not true. I don't need $1 million. I just need 950,000. I'm just kidding. but my whole point is that no, I know. When you know what you want, then again, Black, you showed me marry me chicken. I know I'm all over the place, but I'm just trying to simplify the thing. I wanted to try the meal. So what did I need from you? I needed the ingredients. Thus, you give me what I need, I make what I want, and I enjoy it. And that's the problem, ladies and gentlemen. When you don't know what you want, you don't know what you need so that you can enjoy it.
And let me add, brother, and so for it to be Black Love Series, therein lies a big part of the problem is that sometimes people keep moving that goalpost.
Sure.
And confusing wants and needs, instead of developing internally who they are to be self-fulfilling.
Right.
And so when you see a man who don't know how to dress, don't know how to keep his apartment up, and don't make good decisions, and somebody tell you need a woman in your life, no, what the man really needs is to look at himself in the mirror and to grow up, make better, mature decisions. Right. And if he did that, now you're more complete to be able to offer that to somebody else. And it's a beautiful thing when I can sit here and tell you that I have everything I need, and now I get to indulge in things that I want.
Yeah. See, that's different. Again, when we take this point that Carol makes about the lie is half a man versus better than no man. See, that's a puzzle that we have to put together. See, that's the problem is there's something you want that you thought that you needed. No, you want a man, but you don't know the type of man that you need. And that's the problem. So you'll take half a man because I need a man. But okay, so anyway, hopefully I'm making sense of what I'm telling y'all. That just at the end of the day, when you don't understand, well, then you just gonna go try stuff and it ain't gonna make no sense to you. So y'all just be careful when y'all trying to put this puzzle piece together and don't put it backwards, because then you figure out, well, that don't look like the box. Self-awareness is a great deterrent from codependent. Ta-da! That's the point. Yeah, right. Yeah. Thank you, Carol. I'm just trying to make sense of it, because all we're doing is trying to help folks out, because we got to get better at this thing. And so again, if you don't know what you want, then you sure don't know what you need, and don't misunderstand it too.
Well, let me tell you what I'm annoyed at, though. Let me tell you what I respect about Black. Black is honest. He will tell you, I don't need no filthy mustard dirty bitch in my home. I don't need no woman in my house till 10 to 3. So while he's saying I don't need a woman, he ain't gonna tell you he don't need loving. Maslow's hierarchy of needs tells you that you need that physical touch and that companionship. Where I get annoyed with people is when they get into this, I don't need no man in my life. All I need is my homegirl or a casino or a job.
Right. Yeah.
You a lie. And
You're
my
lying. That's
problem
true.
is, to me, sex is overrated. I've gotten to a point in my life where it's the frustration ain't worth the 3 to 5 minutes, depending on who you spend time with. You know what I'm saying?
Agree.
What I look for is, I mean, I know sometimes we go longer and all that, but let's be honest, you can do it in 3 to 5 minutes. Let's just be real. You can get to the, you can accomplish the same goal in whether it's 3 minutes or 3 hours. You still had the same goal in mind. But I'm just saying.
Brenton, make that your topic. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But I have gotten to a point in my life where I want companionship. But my problem is, if Kenny's my companion for this week, and that's all you are, and I'm visiting with you, we're watching movies, we whatever, I ain't giving you no ass, because for what? I don't need you for that. And so, but at the same time, while you my companion and you think I may have feelings for you, don't ask me where I was yesterday with my other companion, because I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want. And so y'all don't thrive well in that, because y'all are either a black, where you just want me to come over there, serve a purpose, go home. You don't know my middle name. You don't know what car I drive. You don't give a damn what car I drive.
I sure don't.
You don't even know how I got there. I'm not.
I really don't.
I don't need that. But it's hard for a man to want to be your companion without any benefits of what he thinks is a benefit. And if I'm paying all my bills, what the hell do I owe you something for? That's just how I see it. I'll make you a plate. That's the best. Well, I'm gonna quit lying. I'm gonna cook the food. You can go make you a plate. But that's the best I can do.
Right.
Baby, you come over here, sucking up all this good air, sipping on my fireball. Shit, listen to my good music, getting to walk on this road. One of them hoes gonna get took. I'm gonna tell you right now.
This is a test.
Give me all this.
That's all I want to do. I just want to watch Game of Thrones and cuddle. That's all I want.
Well, the only thing I disagree. The only thing I disagree with Lady D's whole soliloquy, and she expounded it on it so nicely. I can't get with her on sex is overrated.
I don't want me. Those are personal issues.
I agree with you, Devin. I agree with you.
Until I'm 6 feet under and taking a dirt nap, sex is always gonna be in the game.
Can I be real with you? We all grown. Let me quit bullshitting you. Look here. If you are my companion and I got 5 more of you, right? So it's 6 of y'all in total, and I'm giving up my time. One of you got some good D, and that's who I'm getting it from. The other 5, I don't need you for that. I don't need you for that. You gonna come hang out with me, and if I grill some food, you can get a plate or whatever. You can even take some home, but I don't need you for that, because number three is the one who gonna do that. You know how to unclog my toilet, so that's what I need you for. And the other dude can take me to go get my tires rotated for me. I'm just saying, you all serve a purpose, but the one who unclogged my toilet, he don't want to be that person. He want to be number 3, but you can't be number 3 because I don't need you for that.
Wow,
I agree with her 1,000%. How many men does it take to screw in a light bulb? You can have your gay friend so that you can tell the stories too, because I don't want to shop with you. If you want to cuddle and snuggle, get you a thin man.
You
know, if you want to come over here and suck and fuck, then I got you.
Okay, so wait.
That one man that be like, no, I'm not gonna be one of 5. I don't know how to unclog the toilet, but I know who can.
And that's the ego.
I'm not rotating your tires, but I can take the car over there, and that's where he come in, and I'll be like, you know what, you right, I'm good.
That's okay. She ain't got to do nothing here.
Okay, so wait,
it's all unstopped.
Yes,
you can't put a curtain up. Ain't nothing you need to do in here, but bring your musty ass in here, have a drink, sit it down, and get on your knees.
Okay, listen, I'm not listening to Solomon because he's had his so nobody's listening to Solomon. We're talking about he agreed with Devin. Yes, you've had your thousands. Yes, you're
right.
tired.
Well, we know that.
Yes, right. But again, Devin, you are that is a great articulation, because that's the unspoken conversation that men don't want to hear, or they will refuse to hear, but they want to try to be number 3. And that's the thing, and that's where nobody don't want to be, and I get it, because oh my goodness, this is such a rabbit hole, right? Because no man want to think that he ain't got no good deal. Nobody want to think that, right? And so when a woman, when you trying to act like that, and you saying somebody else doing it, true, I got that. So I guess, fellas, you just need to go find somebody who like your D.
You just gotta find somebody. Yeah, you're right. You said it right, Brent. You just gotta find some woman that like your D.
I'm not even gonna tell you about number 3. I'm just tell you we getting to know each other. I like chilling with you. We cool. We kick it. I like you.
Yeah, but they ain't a man. Maybe if he, I don't know, he gay or something. But if a straight man, a straight regular man, not gonna want to be the D guy.
But this is how I end up in a relationship. That's why I say I don't date well. I relationship well.
I don't want to be the D guy no more.
I'm sick of
you. You know what? I'm sick of that.
Listen, okay, I know you tired on that door of yours, but okay, you ain't gotta do that for everybody else. Okay, so okay, and see, that's the game. Okay, we'll do a Black Loves. We have to pick back up on this one again. See, here it is again, this moment, right? Because again, nobody don't want to be the D guy, and that's the problem. But again, there's so many avenues to take in that. But yes,
so many,
yes. Okay, but thank you for saying the quiet part out loud, Devin. We appreciate it. So now, fellas, if you just ain't getting it, it just ain't because she's not celibate. She just ain't selling it to you.
Not suckers, Aaron. They are ambitious and they have a goal. And
no. Stop it, Devin. They suckers. No, they suckers. If they cool with plunging your damn toilet, and that's all they doing, they suck.
They're ambitious. They don't give up.
No, them Negroes aren't ambitious. Them Negroes are being played.
That's like the clowns get beat up in school.
Like checkers. They've been played like checkers.
Damn.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, ladies, if y'all want somebody to clean your toilet, then you have to wait for them to be 55 years old and living in Atlanta and drinking Fireball. That's all you got left. So,
that ain't cleaning nobody's toilet.
No, he's not. Nope. You're right. He's not. Barely gonna cook for you. So, but again, and there that cup go fill it up again. I don't know what is going on with that.
You ain't kidding.
Yeah, that ain't the D guy. I promise you that.
That's the D guy right there filling up that cup.
Absolutely.
Oh my God. All right, y'all. Okay. I'm just playing. All right, Black, come on, brother. Give us. Oh, this has been good, man.
Okay, let me get serious.
Before the rooster crows. All right, man.
Before the rooster crows. In all 4 gospels of the book of the Bible, we know that the night that Jesus Christ was arrested, he told Peter that a rooster would crow 3 times, that Peter would deny him before a rooster crows 3 times. What the hell am I talking about, folks? And I'm not about to go ultra religious on you. But I do want to revisit that incident at the Olympics where they paraded in front of us what I consider blasphemous, because I definitely don't want that point to go over people's heads, because I'll say again, the world was watching. We know that the Olympics are coming on every 4 years, and we plan for this. Everything has been planned and thought out to the smallest minute detail. And when we're tuning in, they know that the world is watching, folks. And it's in that moment that they get to host the world to come into their home, and they're put on the display of everything they want you to see. And what I want for people to take from that is, when you think about that account, without getting ultra religious, we know that Peter did, in fact, deny Jesus, and I'm sure he felt bad about it, and Jesus didn't hold it against him, because ultimately he gave Peter the keys. Now, I'm gonna stop with the religious, rhetoric right there, other than to say that I want you to take from that the important part about that is about being able to hold fast to your convictions. Because I want to open the door to people that we live in a world now where we're being told that we should walk a certain way. and we should be just go along to get along. So when the world is watching these Olympics, and I'll be tuning in as well, and it's becoming a place of normality to tell us that, oh, it's just fashion. That's not a big deal. It's very difficult for people to stand out on their own and to be able to stand up as an individual, because we're primed for groupthink, people. And even I go to work every day and I work in an environment where plastered across my screen, people have their pronouns, her, him, they, what not. And I don't participate. And at the expense of it may be costing me not my job, I'm going to live the power of my convictions in being able to stand up and say that I know who I am. And before the rooster crows, at the end of the day, I want God to see me for who I am and what I stand for. And I'm an imperfect human being. And I truly depend on God's mercy if there is such a thing that is heaven, hell, whatever you want to believe in. And this person before you that has all of this shit to say, I'm still a practicing sinner and trying to make my way to salvation like everybody else. Having said that, I can't sit here and deny who I am and what I'm about. And I encourage people to do the same. In fact, I'll respect you 1,000 times more if you stand up and state what you believe in. But what I don't respect is when you go along to get along. And when I sit back and I watch something as populous as the Olympics being put in front of us, and our children are being told that it's okay to believe in things that I know I don't stand for. So I can only sit here and tell you guys as I close the show that I'm going to live the power of my convictions. And there's certain things I don't believe in. And I don't mean I hate you, because I'm in no position to judge. But I will tell you this with every part of my being, I still believe homosexuality is a sin. And as much as I believe fornication is, I don't believe one sin is more than the other, and I don't believe I have the right to judge you. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I believe that there's any more than two genders. I don't believe that God made mistakes and put the wrong people in the wrong bodies. I don't believe that it's okay for us to be able to blaspheme against God and think there's going to be no consequences. And so, folks, we're living in very perilous times, in my opinion, and we're being foreshadowed by all the distractions that's in front of us. The political cycle, the Olympics in front of us. Meanwhile, Black people still getting killed. The poor is getting poorer. There is no middle class. And we're being distracted by all the things and the trappings of fame. And we're not paying attention to the most important thing of all to me, which is your relationship to God. And so I encourage people out there anybody who knows me, follows me, respects me, that if nothing else, you don't have to like everything come out of my mouth. I consider myself the Black Archie Bunker. I am an opinionated SOB, and I'm going to go out that way. But I do hope you understand and know that coming from me, I'm going to stand on the power of my convictions and tell you when I see something that I believe is wrong, I'm going to speak on it. And I'm not down with it. And so I want to acknowledge that, because tomorrow is not promised to any of us. And I don't want that crow 3 times before I say it out loud about what I believe and what I stand on. And I just encourage you to do the same.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Spoken like a true preacher. All right. Listen, y'all, it has been fantastic. I believe we're gonna have some fun next week with this Black Love series. I find myself always starting with Sister leaving off it, so that's where we'll start again. Because yeah, that was interesting. So you actually made me just change my final thought with this conversation. But it's final thoughts time. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I always appreciate you for what you do. Kenny, man, give me your final thoughts, brother.
My final thoughts are going to be real quick and easy. I just want to say, I love the conversation and what the dialogue that we bring to the table here. 100. Because again, it's a lot of times that I'm not, I might not see something, and it may not. I'll be like, enlighten me, and Brother Black enlightened me a little bit on that Olympic ceremony. Again, I didn't see it, and I just watched what I watched. But you know, I get where you're coming from. But again, like I say, I saw it as, you know, not that big of a deal. I get it, but I definitely took that to heart, and I think that's what's important about this show, is that we can dialogue with one another. It may not necessarily see it the same, but we can definitely learn something from one another. And I always learn something from each one of these beautiful Black people on this panel. So that's my final thought. But before I get out of here, I gotta say a happy 48th trip around the sun to my baby brother, Khalid. My only brother, the second son of our late mother. He turned 48 years young today. My little brother is knocking on 50. So I just had to give him a shout out. Happy born day, baby bro. Your big bro love you, man. And we'll get together and keep it rocking. So that's my final thought.
Yes, sir. All right, madam. 5 for the price of 1. Take it away.
You know, an unwise woman once said, having a piece of man is better than having no man at all. Better right. That bitch was crazy. Let me tell you, you come into a relationship with your whole self, women. If you hear me, if you come into a relationship with your whole self, you should expect somebody to bring their whole self back to you. You do need to blame Mr. Charlie, because he knew what the hell he was doing. And when Mr. Charlie had your stuff itching and oozing, then that's going to be a problem for you too. So you do blame Mr. Charlie. But one thing I will say is, as if you can find a man that can fill up 3 to 4 of them 5 spots, that's who you need to choose, and that's who you need to be with. You know what I'm saying? But if you got a man who only good for changing your alternator, don't give him your time. If you got a man that's only good for unclogging your toilet, just bring him over there when the kids put something in the toilet. If you got a man that's only good for mowing your grass, or he know the crackhead that'll do it for $25, just let him mow the grass or have the crackhead do it for $25, but don't make him your man. But if you got somebody that can come over there and can say, I know a plumber, I know a mechanic, I know somebody that can mow the yard for you, and I can help you sleep well, that's who you need to marry. And don't settle for nobody that tell you you can't get there till 10 and you gotta leave out. And even if you tired, you still don't. And that person need a shirt that say my business hours are from 10 to 3. Or
Yeah.
$7 is $7. That's what he need. But that's just what you do. That's your number 3. Black is your number 3. You know what I'm saying? But you might have to, you can go somewhere else to find the other ones, 1, 2, and 4. And if you need a 5, you can get a 5. But do not settle. That's my whole point. Do not settle. Let people judge you. And the other men, they not suckers. They ambitious. And they don't give up.
Stop it. Stop.
They don't give up. They work hard for what they want until you tell them to go away. And ain't nobody gonna stop their hustle. Don't speak against them, Ken. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing, and you don't give up. And
you giving them participation trophies. Don't get them no participation trophies.
Because number 3 might get in a relationship, and you might move up a spot. So don't give up.
We don't participation trophies. Wow. We don't do that. Stop that, Lady D.
Wow.
We're giving out participation trophies.
Listen, now I'm gonna put this on your mind for Monday, because I just got to know now how these other 4 men getting their sexual needs met.
It's not my business.
There you have it. There you have it.
You better women are from Venus, because that ain't gonna fly in Mars. I promise you that. All right. I'm just checking, sir.
Which is why I want to present you women out there a healthy alternative. So ain't nothing wrong with being in the middle. I'm going to work every day with the mindset that I'm going to give you an honest day's work, no more, no less. Those days of me going above and beyond, that was a younger man. That was a man that had in visions of grandeur that I've settled in and accepted my lot in life, and it's a pretty damn good lot. I have made a very comfortable living for myself, being right there in the middle. Consistently, you know what you're going to get from me. So the truth of the matter is, I'm okay with being number 3. Because my dick don't get quite as hard as it used to be, and the damn sure don't stay hard as long as it needs to be. Having said that, I got diabetes. I'm taking Manjaro, and I ain't really seen my dick completely without holding up my belly and looking at it for quite some time. But it still works. And having said that, now I can't deal with you musty bitches every night of the week. But now being number 3, I don't need you to come over here and clean. I don't need you to cook. When you come in here, you ain't got to do nothing to me. My house is well kept, better than most women. So the truth of the matter is, those hours of operation are for a reason, so that we can have a little bit of a laugh, play a little music. I put you on your knees, and whether the dick get hard or not, long as it plops itself in your head and tail well enough, I don't give a damn whether you enjoy it or not. And you can put number 1 or number 2 above me, long as by the time you get your musty ass up out of here, that I've got what I needed out of it. And so you can go tell Mr. Charlie and Mr. John and whoever else you want to tell, whatever you need, because I don't give a damn about you judging me. You know what I'm saying? I done hit this stage in my life that I done had enough musty snatch to last me a lifetime.
Yes.
And the truth of the matter is, it is overrated at this point, because when them lights go out, half you nasty bitches don't watch up, and the other half of you pussy ain't as good as you think it is. And so the truth of the matter is, just give me a little bit of it. You ain't got to give it all to me. I don't care, but I'll just say this. You don't give me nothing, I won't give you nothing. And then you can go your way, I can go my way, because you can't hang a curtain up in here, can't take no garbage out of here. So when you come here, you can smoke a little blunt, you can suck a little dick, and then you could go home. God bless America.
I guess it's just time to go back to Paris.
Food. We talk about music. We also talk about fashion.
I don't know where you go from. See, Devin, this is what you're gonna get when you start all that food. Ain't no such thing as no one. I don't. We'll talk about it next week. All right. Okay. All right. I don't. This is the problem with us. We got anyway.
No, it ain't the problem. It ain't the problem with us. It's the problem with that one up there and that one down there.
What
Trying to follow
black.
these two. You know what? I done gave up, man. I'm just here for the entertainment. That's what
Yes,
I'm
sir.
here.
And being entertained is definitely happening. Yeah, man. So, yes, sir. All that. All right. Well, at least you know he gonna bring home the bacon. Yeah.
Lord,
all right. Okay. Well, listen. I did have something to say, but I'm gonna dedicate this one to Devin.
Oh boy.
So, what type of man do you think would settle for this type of relationship that Devin is talking about? Not being the number 3, like, yeah, okay. Besides you, sir, I know, and you're not even really
number 3.
Yes, what kind of guy? Just if you could think of somebody, a celebrity, an athlete, what would you think? What type of person would that be? I know that's right.
Russell Wilson.
Ooh,
But
wow.
Okay, all right, okay. Kenny, what kind of? Can you think of somebody that would fit that type of criteria?
You talking about fitting in the Devin's number 3 guy? Like
no,
just come over and watch a movie with me and eat popcorn.
Oh, just come up to watch a movie and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and ain't asking for nothing.
He ain't asking for nothing. He's
just company.
Just company, huh?
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know no Negro like that.
That's it.
I don't know no Negro like that.
Black
Tyler Perry.
Okay, you're right. All right, that is. Well, listen. In honor of my sister and her segment with these 1 in 5 men, let me introduce you to the very man that will take Devin up on his offer. Here he is. If being the number 1 guy in Devin's life was a person, this is what he would look like.
That's damn shoulder number 3 guy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That's damn shoulder number 3 guy.
y'all know this dude, but he'll never admit it to you because I can name them
That's
off by
true.
name, these dudes, but he'll never admit it.
She's right.
You right.
He's
You
right.
right about that.
He's right.
You right.
No, I'm not. No, we do know them. We call them suckers. Yes, we know them.
Yeah,
We know
but
them.
but she's saying it's probably dudes in our crew that's probably that dude, but they ain't gonna ever tell us that.
Man, they got
Yeah,
They
you right.
telling
those
you,
dudes.
they telling you they hitting and everything, just lying.
She's right.
Yeah,
You
that's
right.
true. But
You
we
right.
know
That's
better.
right.
You gonna
She
make
ain't
me call
lying.
about. You gonna make me call some of my folks out my name.
She ain't lying.
Yeah, oh boy.
Because I know their
He said-
names. I do. They
You know their
suckers,
names?
and they got weak game. They bait them in. We know them.
They're nice
we do.
guys.
Oh, let
Yeah.
us
Yeah.
hey, we
Yeah.
we gotta do that. We gotta do that segment. That's gotta be a segment.
Yeah, they can't
We
play
gotta call them
softball. They the last person to pick on basketball. They never get invited to the parties. Oh yeah, we know them. We know them. We know them well. Yes, ma'am. We will be with this. We will pick back up on this conversation. Yes, we will. And so to all my homies, happy Sucker Day. Oh, listen, y'all. That's Devin. That's Leah. That's Kenny. And we gonna see y'all on Monday. We out of here. Peace.
Hey.